It's like a man with no discipline, you don't want that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A nigga with no discipline is like a dog with no leash. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, say that again to that camera.
I'm saying you gotta think a nigga with no discipline, that's like a pit with no leash.
Stray dog. I'm scared.
You feel me? Like, so you know, with a nigga with discipline, it's like, okay, cool, I could trust this nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So
you're in the right place. It's Unpacked That with Miabelle. All right, y'all, we're here. Unpack That with Miabelle. From the radio to the podcast. I'm so excited because the king of R&B, Jacquees, is in the building.
Yeah, what up?
I love his energy. I feel like things are just going really well for you right now, and I just couldn't wait to talk to you because of that. Like,
that's what's up.
Yeah, you deserve your flowers, man. You've been working for a long time.
I appreciate it.
Of course. And you come in every room with a smile. Every stage that you get on, you put your all into it. Yeah. I've seen you perform. You don't skimp out at all when it comes to your fans, you know?
Yeah.
And I really think that deserves a round of applause. So I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm clapping myself, too. I appreciate it.
As you should. So much is happening right now. You are a father.
Yes, I am.
A dad, bro.
Yeah.
And
real dad.
Yeah. To a baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
And what? He's like 2 months now? 3 months? I don't know.
He's 2 months. He'll be 3 months on the 9th of November.
Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. What is fatherhood like for you right now? How are you enjoying it?
I love it. You know, that's my little dude. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He cool. You know what I'm saying? I always talk to him a lot. Mm-hmm. But I'm changing a lot of diapers.
Of course you are.
You know, doing that.
What about sleep?
Sleep. He sleep a lot, but, you know, he like to stay in. He like to know what's going on. Mm-hmm. So he might act like he sleep and be up. We try to lay him down, he still be up. He like to stay in the mix of everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but he a lot of fun already though, and he ain't even doing a lot.
Does he remind you of yourself already when you were a baby? I mean, you don't know yourself
that young. Yeah, I was just
young.
gonna say my mom or someone would have to tell me that, because of course I don't know. Yeah. I don't know myself that young, but as far as the looks though, he look like me though.
Yeah? That always happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He like his mama too though.
How is mommyhood for your fiance?
She loving it. You know, I tell her every day, I tell her like, man, you a great mom.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna be a great mom though. But she definitely a great mom. Like, she really put forth the effort to be great. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of stuff that she don't have to necessarily do, but she put forth the effort to make sure he got everything he need at the highest for him. You know what I mean? And I salute her for that.
It's not easy. Nah. And you're able to see it firsthand because you're there.
Oh, yeah, it make you love your girl way more.
Yeah?
Because you like, man, what the fuck?
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just, like when she was at the hospital and they had all the blood and stuff, I was like,
I was going to go there next. Were you in the delivery room?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, my God. Did you cry?
I was there no, I didn't cry.
You didn't?
Mm-mm. Only time my eyes got watered is when she had to do her, like, when she had to get, like, her steps back together and do her walking and stuff like that, walking down the hall, when she had all the blood and stuff, like, in the pumps and stuff, they had to give her that stuff. That's what made my eyes kind of water up. But I was standing behind her. She didn't see it. But I ain't cry, though. You feel me? I was just like, damn, she a soldier.
Not for real.
It take a lot. You know, I never knew how much it really took. Of course, I got a sister. They got 2 kids. My little sister, she ain't got no kids. But, you know, just all my little cousins, my little nieces and nephews, I've been around a lot of kids, but I never seen it this close. Like, I was always the type of guy, like, I ain't holding no babies. I was always scared.
Really?
So whenever you see me on pictures with my nieces and nephews, when they like super babies, I'm always sitting down and super cautious.
Right. Men are always like that. They don't even like holding a baby when the baby's like too much of a newborn.
My baby now, I'm in the football like this. We be kicking it. Like, I'm comfortable with mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody always told me it was gonna be like that. You know, when I have my own, I would be more comfortable. Mm-hmm. So now I'm super comfortable with my baby. I have him all the time. Like, we just flew out from Colorado yesterday. I was just with him. You know, we had him out there.
How was he on the plane for his first ride?
He was good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fell asleep as soon as we took off.
No way.
I promise you I did.
And of course, mommy couldn't.
Yeah, they say he did great though.
Good.
Yeah.
Of course, so now he's gonna be traveling everywhere with you.
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. I'm gonna take him, to certain places. Not everywhere. Places that I feel that he should be.
Right.
You know, safe environments and just places I would just want him to be at.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
I love how much you are just full throttle and doing this the way you're supposed to do it, the way it's supposed to be done, to be honest.
For sure.
So, yeah, especially while you're working. Now, you have a project that is out. We're saying it's out because it's past November 1st, okay? Baby Making.
Baby Making is out.
Now, the conception of the project, is it because we now have a baby? Like, what's happening?
Of course it's because I have a baby. Birdman gave me the idea. He was like, nephew, man, you should make a project called Baby Making.
Right.
And I was like, that'll be super hard. You know, because I always keep so much music stashed and I got different projects lined up in my phone, you know, that I get ready to put out. And when he gave me that idea, I was like, okay, let me put something together like this with records I already got and let me kind of create some more to match the vibe.
Right.
And we ended up making like a whole new project, you know, with this Baby Making. So, you know, it was just a full process of me just telling my process and my story of like creating a baby.
Right.
You know, love making and doing all that.
And this is what we're used to from you, too, because you make music for the lovers.
Of course.
You never get on a track talking crazy about the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna never do that. But it was a time where I was like, okay, I know you want to love, but I just want to fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're past that
21
now.
with no kids. Yeah, we past that. You feel me? So now it's like, I feel like I'm mixing the two. You know, it's like, you're making love now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For a long time, it was just like, you know, Jacquees, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like it was appropriate for the time, too. But what I love to see is growth and evolution, especially in men and when it comes to love. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the messaging that they're getting in media or music or whatever the fuck, but niggas need to know that it's okay to settle down.
For sure.
And to propose.
But
and
you
to have
gotta
a baby.
think the woman gotta make them feel like that too. Cause I feel like this generation, this society, all these women, and I love the women, no disrespect to the women or nothing, but I feel like everybody got so tough.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like you might have a guy, and he might not even be a sucker or nothing, but he might be like a 9-to-5 dude, you know what I'm saying, working hard, fly. You dig what I'm saying? He might have it going in what he believe is going, because that's really what's going. But then you might have this girl that's done been close to fame. You dig what I'm saying? Done been close to the stars or something, because it's not hard to get around the stars no more.
No, not at all.
You dig what I'm saying? These girls can get around the stars, so I feel like they head be so gone off what they think is supposed to be that they have that type of intake on every guy that they approach.
Social media, blame social. But I see what you're saying, but it's not only because of, you know, what the women are seeing out there. It's because of how the men are also treating them, too. A lot of niggas think they could buy you, for real.
Because that's what they made the nigga think.
See, this is great discourse right now, because you telling me what y'all or what is going on the other side.
That's what it is. You done made a nigga think you put a price on it.
So then now they feel like what? That they have to move in that light?
I mean, that's just what I see. You know what I'm saying? I see like, I don't know if I see a lot of stuff that's real. Like, whenever I see stuff that I feel real, it always make me be like, dang, that's hard. Like, I might see couples, I'm like, man, y'all hard. I might just see them randomly, man, y'all super hard. Because I might feel their energy. You know what I'm saying? Then I might see something else where I'd be like, oh, this look paid for.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you evolved. You're in a beautiful relationship. You have a baby. And, you know, that's where this music is coming from the heart and from your real life.
Yeah.
Right? Now, it's only 10 joints on the project. And in my mind, I feel like you got 30,000 and you just giving us 10 right now and you're going to spread it out. Is that true?
Well, this Baby Making is just the album for right now.
Okay.
I'm coming right back with an album in the first quarter of 2025. That's going to be moved too.
Okay.
And I know that's the one everybody been anticipating.
Yeah.
So this right here is just, you know, set the vibe. You know, it's getting cold
Gearing
outside.
us up.
Yeah, I'm just getting y'all ready for it. And this is a great gear up. And there's no features. It's just all me. I want to give you all me before I start, you know, going back and, you know, doing songs with other people. I never did a project with just all me. Probably since I first came out when I was super young, before I started making official albums.
Right.
So this is just all me, and it's super dope. Like I say, big shout out to my Uncle Slim and Baby for believing in me to put out a project with no features.
Right.
You know, a lot of labels won't believe in their artists to do that.
No, that's true.
You know, so I triple salute them for believing in me to put out a project that's just all Quee.
What was the process like for you, especially as a new father, moving around? You've been working really hard.
Yeah.
What was your studio process like, and how long did it take? And was your executive producer in the studio for any of this, or did you deliver the project and say, hey, listen, let me know what you think?
Oh, no, Stunner me and Stunner was in the studio too. We fell asleep.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I remember my brother D-Rock, one of the producers, he'd be like, man, I know you and Unc gonna be here all night. He like, man, tell Unc you tired so we can leave. I'm like, nah, bro. I ain't telling Unc I'm tired, bro. We gonna stay here to the end.
Oh, my God.
Me and Stunner be the last ones there. But that always let me know, like, what mode I'm in. Like, I'd be like, okay, it's time. Like, Stunner standing here all night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even when Stunner went there, when I would leave Miami and go back to the A, I would bring the studio setup to the crib. And I would just call it Jamaica because it felt like Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? It was like a room, a white room with like a brown table. All the walls, it was closed in. We had like a window. It just felt like Jamaica. Everybody would come in and be like, well, this feel like Jamaica. We made Middle of the Night in there.
I like Middle of the Night a lot. I actually can't wait
Thank you.
to listen in full. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, sorry.
Oh,
but...
yeah, you already know. We made that there. And my son was actually, I think that's when he first came home. So he was there, like, next to me.
Wow.
And, in the room right there next to me where we recorded. And it was a couple more records that he was there for. So the whole process was really done, like, in Miami and in Atlanta, just really bringing my equipment to the crib where I was, before we brought Snow into the world. And that was just the process. It was a dope process, though, because everything was just flowing.
Right.
Like, it was just coming off. Like, me and K Major would get in, and it would just come off. Me and Forte would get in, me and Nash. Like, everybody, it was just like, you know what I mean? Then I had a record from Pleasure P that I recorded a while ago, and I was like, man, it's perfect for this project. And I put that on the project. Big shout out to Pleasure P. And we just came up with a masterpiece. This one of them projects you just press play.
Yeah.
Like, it's really one of them. The first song called Touchdown, and it's just crazy. It ends with a song called The Graduation, and that song is just talking about, like, leveling up from the club. Like, you know how now you might go to the club and be like, this, like, I'm ready to leave. You feel me?
Checking email, that's me. Checking my email in the club.
You telling your person, like, man, let's leave the club. Let's go somewhere and make love. You feel me? Like, because most times you only come to the club to get a couple drinks to get in that mode anyway. Right. You feel me? So it's like...
Or to meet somebody.
Exactly. And if you already coming with a person you already trying to be with, it's like, let's get up out of here.
Right.
Club dead. So that's what the song talk about. And the whole project just leveling up. Talk about love, making babies, and just taking things to the next level.
Right. What made you so secure in the love that you're in now to be able to be vulnerable on a project like that and really, tell the world that this is where you are?
I think what made me just be so vulnerable and just kick it how I'm kicking
I feel like you've always been, like, pretty honest about where you are and how you feel, but to profess your love in this way, it's different.
I don't know. I just feel super complete. You know what I'm saying? I told DeAndre that yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I just feel complete. Like, I feel like, you know how you get with somebody sometimes and then you feel like you lost a piece of yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, I miss this part of myself, though.
I wish I could do this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, dang, like, I feel like complete because I still feel like Jacquees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing really changed except for...
Yeah, nothing changed but how my discipline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how I rock.
The good things.
Yeah, all the good. Like, it's like a man with no discipline, you don't want that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A nigga with no discipline is like a dog with no leash. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, say that again to that camera.
I'm saying you gotta think a nigga with no discipline, that's like a pit with no leash.
That's a stray dog. I'm scared.
You feel me? Like, so with a nigga with discipline, it's like, okay, cool, I could trust this nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So
yeah.
It just make me feel like, and then my son, by DeAndre having a child with me and, us taking steps to get married and do everything like that, it's super big to me.
Yeah.
Having a kid is something special to me.
It is.
And, it's something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to pass on my legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always wanted to just know, like, okay, like, this is me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you want more kids?
Of course. We planning on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what? A football team?
Oh, we planning. I want like if we have 3, I'll be cool.
Okay.
But if we have 3 and we can have another one, I'm gonna shoot for 5.
Okay.
But if we get to 3, and be like, oh, you guys can have another one. I'm gonna be like, okay, man, I'm gonna try 2 more times.
Okay.
So that's what I desire for real.
Yeah.
But if I catch 3, that'll be cool because that's how me and my sisters grew up. It was 3 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes me think of how you grew up and what about family life made you want it the way that you do.
Yeah.
Is it because you had it and you aspired to, or you didn't see it that way and that's something that you always wanted because of that?
Well, my mama really raised us for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm so strong on my mama. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know, like...
You don't play about your mama.
Nah, because my mama, I seen her do it all.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And my mama believed in me from day one. Like, I was reading something my mama broke to me when I was 13. I got to read it to you.
Oh,
like,
am I gonna
because she sent it to me the other day. And I was like, bruh, my mama been one of them from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, she just, like, you know what I'm saying? I be like, bruh, that's so dope. Like, she was like,
pouring
like,
into you.
Yeah, for real. From day one, she was like, my sweet boy. She said, life with you has been wonderful. Thank you for making good decisions, Queenie. Never stop reaching for your destiny.
Wow.
She said, never stop reaching for your destiny lies in your hands. Happy 13th birthday. Love, Mommy.
All right.
That was my 13th. You know what I'm saying? But niggas was already men, like at 13, like already stepping up in certain places where your mama be like, I love my little son. You know what I'm saying? And then I had 2 sisters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And my daddy, big shout out to my daddy. I love my daddy. I got 2 brothers too, Steve Boy and Stefan. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, my brothers would come into summer and shit. And then, you know, my mom and my daddy eventually broke up and shit. You know what I'm saying? But my mama really was the one. Like, she was a single mother, but she was the shit. You feel me? Like, so I just watched it. And then, you know, by me not having like a dad just right there every day like that, I'm like, okay, I know when I have a son, I'm gonna do it different. I thought about this when I was young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, when I had kids, I'm gonna do shit totally different. You know, cause your mom tell you the stories of how shit be and how this happened, you know, when you get older, they start telling you the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh damn, okay, so I'm definitely gonna goddamn do my best to try to be who I want to be for him and who I want to be for myself and my family. Yeah. You know, I'm strong on family. I take care of my whole family. I've been doing that shit since I was young. Like, my grandmother was in her home for 7 years. I took care of my grandmother the whole time she was in her home. You know, she passed in 2021, and that's who I named my son after. Wow. You know what I'm saying? His name is Snow. My grandmother's name was Miss Daisy Snow. So he just took the last name to his first. You know what I'm saying? And I know she would have loved him. You know what I'm saying? And my grandma was the head honcho of our family. Like, she employed everybody, gave everybody jobs, showed us what business, like, showed us how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so when she went down with Alzheimer's, that's when I picked up the pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me pick this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I got a record deal, you know what I'm saying? And shit just started moving for us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how God worked. So, you know, I fast forward all the way here. Now I got my own family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the music I'm making is dedicated to that. My first album was called 4275. You know, that's us straight out Decatur. You know what I'm saying? Just straight out West Chapel Road, East Atlanta, Decatur, just telling you that. Yep. You know, and now I'm here telling you about me having a kid. So this is my next story.
And that was what, 10 years ago, 2014?
I signed in 2014, but we didn't drop 4275 till 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 23 when we dropped 4275. I'm 30 now.
Yeah.
So we 4 albums in.
Yeah, life has changed.
Life has changed, but for the better.
Yeah, and it shows, too, that the way that you were poured into also is what made you confident to be able to move in this space the way that you do. You know?
I told everybody, like, the industry didn't give me no type of confidence.
Yo, mama did.
Yeah, my mama did. You know what I'm saying? Like, they told me I was there in my neighborhood. Like, you know understand? Like, I was like a real neighborhood superstar. Like, won every talent show, can't walk in Kroger. They know me at all the schools.
Right,
like, you know what I'm saying? I go to the Checkers, everybody know me in the drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we get free food at Taco Bell because of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that was our childhood.
It's been that way.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's been like that. Like, the football coach is already telling me, like, boy, you get off the field, you go get a record deal. Like, it's been like this. Right. So when I stepped in this, it was just like, oh, you think I'm the shit too? Oh, that was up. Appreciate it. Right. But I never was like, that's why, you know, like, when people see my documentary that I'm getting ready to drop, because I'm getting ready to do, like, a dope premiere, like, in Atlanta, probably around Thanksgiving or the holidays, just to show people what I'm working on. Right. But people are going to really get to see where I come from, how this started, how much my family believed in me, and like how this shit really came true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it was a whole thing, and it all came back from my mama just believing in me. Like my mama name used to be on my posters.
Wow.
I still remember it, 443800087. That was her number that used to be up there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you still use that though.
Nah, that ain't up there.
That's not the number that I seen on that's on the Queen commercial?
No, that was 44.
I know it was a 4 in there.
I forgot that number.
Now
but they can text me though.
Okay.
On that number. It's in my bio. That's a real number you can text me. I'll be texting my fans all day.
Okay.
Real talk. It was something we did for the album, you know, for the pre-save, but I really send a link and I'll be sitting there talking to my fans.
I love that.
Yeah.
So back to the family life and just what brought you that confidence, it also shows me that it taught you how to navigate the downsides of this industry and almost laugh at it too.
Right.
Like, in every situation, I've always seen you really just kind of shrug your shoulders at this shit where it's like not that serious, you know? And it shows me that you know what serious is, and that's why this is like, yeah, y'all playing.
Nah, because I see people let this thing make them and break them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Speak on that for real.
Yeah, it's like honestly, like, you feel me? It's like I had went through a phase like where I was like I was just on some like fuck it shit. You know what I'm saying? Like probably like a year ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Probably like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? I was just on some like fuck it. I don't know if I was letting the industry get to me or if I just knew like that I was bigger than what I was doing.
Was it anger? Was it
yeah,
that
it
kind
was
of
a lot of shit. It was like everything built up in me, but it was just like so much that was built up in me. Cause you know, we all see ourselves a certain way.
Right.
You know, we all believe in ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes we not honestly doing everything we can do to make that belief come true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just sit around and talk, but we ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And even when we doing something, we ain't doing enough.
Right.
You know, and I saw myself doing that. You feel what I'm saying? I saw myself like knowing I'm great, but like procrastinating on certain shit or going to the studio, fall asleep for 4 days, wake up in my partner crib.
4 days.
I would go to Nash crib. And go over there and be like, bro, we're going to make a song today and just fucking sleep. Then wake up and just get back to it. But the songs will always be hard.
Right.
But it wasn't as consistent as it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? And then I was mad at other people for stuff that I could control. You know what I mean? And I was just like lost for a little while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just confused about shit. And when I finally woke back up and just figured it all back out, I was like, oh shit.
Who snapped you back into reality?
Really, my girl.
See, everything that you're saying right now is so important because a lot of people go through this phase. I've been through that phase too very recently, and I was wearing that shit on my shoulder. Like, I'm moving tight. I'm angry. I want you to know I'm angry too. And then somebody had to pull me aside and say, hey, when you move like that, you're missing out on opportunities. Because at the end of the day, you got to still keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what did your girl say to you?
I was just going under, like, you know what I'm saying? She just knew I was going under. You know what I'm saying? Because she like, you know, when somebody love you, they know when you're going under.
Yep.
Because we was friends first, too, so she already know me. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, when you somebody friend first, you really know they ass for real.
Right.
Like, you be like, nah, I like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was just tripping.
Crashing out
yeah,
right
I
now.
was crashing out. But I couldn't tell. You feel me? It's like you knew it, but you fighting it.
Right.
You feel me? One day I'm in the A, just wilding. I'm talking about just wilding. I'm in Atlantic Station for like 12 fucking hours. Down there riding dirt bikes, down there just bar hopping, buying all type of shit. Buying, just tripping, just literally in this little box. If you ever come to Atlanta, Atlantic Station is a box. But I used to live down there when I first got my deal. I moved there.
Okay.
And I don't know if I was reminiscing or what the fuck I was doing, stuck in the past or what. And I just remember my cousin from the barbershop, because I used to work in the barbershop when I was young. All my cousins and shit, they still work over there on Western Chapel. And I remember my cousin came in with Deandra, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it was me and all my niggas. So, you know, when your girl come in and all your niggas in there too, it looked like, it looked crazy. But I was in there tweaking. I was there for like 12 hours. Just sitting there, just
doing
shouldn't have
whatever.
been there.
Right.
So she come in, you know, she's upset. You know, and she got me out of there. My cousin was telling me, like, you know, cuz you need to tighten up, whatever. And I was like, you know, whatever, you know, on my shit. And I got in the car, and then, you know, they trying to tell me, like, bro, cool, you need it. I'm just not hearing it. You feel me? But then my girl jumped out the car on Peachtree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, oh, hell no, because she was pregnant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this was in March. It was like March 13th. You feel me? I remember the date. And I remember I just got back to the crib, because I remember this, I was just wilding. Like, you know, when you fumble and you just know you can't get the ball back, so you just
completely crash out.
You feel me? Like, you just like, you done fumble on the one.
Right.
Really, you fumbled on the other fucking yard line for real, because it's going to take a while to get back down
right,
here.
So you just going to stay there for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck. So when I finally go back, I just tell her, like, man, I'm finna change up everything. You feel me? Like, I'm finna, like, start, like, I'm finna get myself together. And, you know, woo. And that's when we started going to church. I started going to the gym. I started, you know, changing the way I eat, think, doing all this different type of shit.
Yeah.
And it worked. You feel me? And, like, I ain't drunk no liquor in, like, 9 months.
Wow.
You feel me? Like, I've been working out every day. I'm the most cut I ever been in my life. Like, I played football all my life. I ain't never been this cut. That's because I ain't work as hard.
Yeah.
And I used to always be like, why the fuck Devin better than me? You know, that was one of my niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga don't come to summer practice or nothing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But when he used to come, he used to put in that work, and that was just his natural ability. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about all these things, and that was one of my best friends. He's still my dog. But when I'm in the gym now, I think about all them niggas. Because they was great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think about, like, my coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like Coach Saints, like, he used to always tell me, like, all right, Weezy, that's what he's calling me on the team. They were like, all right, Weezy, you could cheat yourself, but you can't. I mean, you could cheat me, but you can't cheat yourself. I think about that, you know what I'm saying? I had lost 30 pounds, you feel me? When I was going through that phase of me being like lost and shit, I had gained weight. Okay. You feel me? I was on tour with Tink, you feel me? And that's when I was trying to get myself back together. But I was looking at my pictures, and I was like, nigga, I really had my shirt off thinking I was like this shit.
You had a little belly?
I was like, why niggas ain't tell me?
Right.
You feel me? I'm like, why nobody told me my shit hanging over my... But then I remember one of my niggas, he tried to tell me, and I went crazy on him. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody probably was like, oh shit, don't tell that nigga that.
Right.
But
let him be.
But low key, he motivated me, because I was slick, hurt, like, fuck, I'm falling down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went and got myself back together, and now I feel the best I ever felt, like, in my whole career.
That's beautiful.
Like, I feel great. Like, I don't have as many people around me as I used to. Like, I'm focused. Like, I got my label jumping off, FYB, like, that's Bluff City right there with me, my R&B group. They just dropped their shit, Soft Girl Therapy. Yeah. Like, I'm working on my stuff. I got a young artist, Tyler Watts, he's 17, from Miami. I'm just super focused, and I wouldn't be able to do none of this stuff without like, you know, being in my right mind. Yeah. You know, God wouldn't have gave it to me, because he knew I wouldn't have been able to handle it. Exactly. So even in my career, there's certain things that I'll be like, man, I should have been done that already, should have been done that. But then I think about it now, I'll be like, nah, I probably wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have got out there and crashed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have made all that money, nigga, you probably didn't see me. Right. You know or you wouldn't have known what to do with it. Yeah, I'm like, and I would have spent it on the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? So God know how to clear the way and know how to, like, get you adjusted and get you ready for it. So I know every blessing that I'm about to receive now, I know I'm going to be ready. Like, I'm going to know how to take it on here for it. Of course. Like, everywhere I am, every environment I'm in, I know how to react. Like, I'm in places that I used to be in that I know I couldn't have been in if I was my old self. You know what I'm saying? I know I would have, could have. You feel me? And now I know, like, damn, I could be in this motherfucker and I'm straight. Yeah. That's powerful to me. You know what I'm saying? That let me know how strong my mind is. You feel me? And it's like, my mind just been super working. I had got to a point where I couldn't even see the future. You feel me? Like I couldn't even see the future. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm a visionary. So I knew that was like crazy. You know, I was totaling cars. I totaled like 3 cars, but I had always came out with no scratches. You feel me? I'm like, damn, I'm totaling all these cars and God won't let me get a scratch for nothing. Right. Like, I must be one of them. And you can't take that for granted either. I didn't. That's when I started waking up. Because I started going back to the spots where I was totaling the cars and realizing, like, damn, if this shit would have went this way, this shit could have been over. Like, if I would have hit that shit would have been over. If I would have got down this night, and it's just like I got too many chances not to want to be great. Right. Like, I tell myself every day, like, bro, it take me 30 minutes to work out. If I ain't ripped the fuck up, it's because I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? I tell myself every day I wake up, like, it take me like 18 minutes on a good day to run 2 miles. Wow. That's like great. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm slacking, it's like 22 minutes, but that's still fine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on some of that shit. Like, I'm challenging myself to be better than I was than yesterday. You feel me? Like, every day I, like, try to do something to make myself better, like, every day. Like, literally, every day I'm trying to stay active. I haven't had a break in I don't know how long. My girl will tell you. Like, I had
And you still feel good.
But I still feel good. But I had to realize, like, damn, I'm working so hard. I still got to balance everything out. Because I'm so focused on winning the championship right now. It's like, I can't let nothing get in the way.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going to win the championship. Like, I look at the championship like awards and stuff like that because I never had none of those yet.
Yeah.
You know, I've been nominated for different awards, but I never won. But I ain't going to say I should have because now I'm putting in a work in where I feel like, okay, I'm in a competition.
Right.
I always felt like I can compete, but maybe I wasn't putting in the work, or maybe I said the wrong thing, or maybe I did this, or maybe I did this. Now I'm playing everything to the point where it's like, nah, you got to put him in there.
Yeah.
So I'm working hard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm putting in that work, and I know everything I'm doing, it should pay off. Like next year when they get ready to do nominations and different things like that, I should have enough stuff out because we dropping it in the times it needs to drop. We doing everything on time. It can't be no excuses where this shit didn't come out on time.
Yep.
Like
Showing up to all your interviews.
I'm putting everything on time. I'm early as fuck. I'm smiling. The energy's there. It's not fake. It's not cap. So I just need everything to match up. And I believe that if I keep doing what I'm doing, and at the end of the day, I'll win the championship.
Absolutely. The championship is already yours. Now, in this space that you're in, a lot of people hear it, especially if they're not there yet. They hear it and it sounds really hard. And the way you're saying it makes it sound easy almost.
Right.
But I know it's not. And I know waking up and, you know, pushing yourself and challenging yourself isn't always easy. So what kind of pushes you through and helps you maintain the space that you're in, because you have to in order to win that championship?
What keep me in the space now is like, I spent too much time on other people. Like worry about just being a real empath, like taking on other people's emotions, just doing a lot of shit.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all are chaotic. I don't know y'all to be empaths, but because you're such a family man, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I had got to a point where I had felt like I was like outgrowing my friends and different things like that. But then I felt like, damn, no, I can't feel like this. So I dumped myself back down. And when I dumped myself back down, that's when shit got lost for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I realized, like, nah, you don't have to dumb yourself down to be around your people. Your people should uplift you to be who they know you're supposed to be. And once I started realizing that, it made me be like, nah, I'm gonna stay like how I am. Because when I started changing, I stopped seeing as many people that was around me. Like when I stopped drinking and shit like that.
Right.
Like I stopped seeing my whole crew. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped seeing a bunch of niggas I would see every day. You know what I'm saying? When I started checking shit, like, you know, nah, I ain't paying for that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't doing that. I ain't going over there. You know, I ain't doing this. Then niggas stop fucking with me for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it made me want to stay like I am because it's like, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it just make me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel some type of way that niggas intimidated talking to me.
Right.
You should be intimidated talking to me,
Come
nigga.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it made
and you should think 3 times before you say what you say.
Yeah, you know what I'm
me.
saying? Yeah, it make me feel good that a nigga's scared to even think about saying some shit around me because niggas had got too comfortable around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas had started looking at me eye to eye, then they started looking down on me. You dig what I'm saying? I noticed it. You dig what I'm saying? Now watching it hurt me. You dig what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, oh, you know, I had to pick up a fuck 'em attitude. And you know what I'm saying? You know, not like fuck 'em where I want something to happen to them and nothing like that, just fuck 'em where it's like, I gotta be on what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you gotta be on what you on. Because I realized, like, if I lost it all right now, only people I have was my family. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when I realized that shit, it just made me buckle down. Like, nah, I still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm watching you. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, though.
Right.
Yeah, I still got love for you, too, but I love niggas too hard and got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, by people I never thought to do that to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that shit just made me more of a man. You dig what I'm saying? But God do all this stuff for a reason. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, just like in the Bible. Like, once I started getting closer to God, I started realizing, like, dang, the Bible is just like life. You dig what I'm saying? Like, these niggas did try to cross brow too. You know, that's how I be explaining stuff when I'm talking about God and stuff, because it makes it more relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, dang, like, and I look at myself like that. I'm not God or nothing like that, but of course we look at this book and we apply it to our life. And I just be like, that's crazy. But it got me just feeling more great. Like, I got a son to raise.
Yeah.
So it's like, he won't grow up thinking like, or nobody would ever tell him, like, boy, your daddy sucker. Niggas won't even think to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In no type of nothing. In business and nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? They gonna say he was
can't.
honorable. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that I'm pushing right now is like being an honorable man.
Absolutely. And we feel it. I felt it all in the energy, for real. As soon as you walked in, and just by the way you've been carrying yourself and the work that you've been doing, it is very, very apparent. Now, you have your R&B group. You mentioned the label as well, and a new artist that you're working with. Tell me about the R&B group, because they here in studio.
This is Bluff City. This is Keem and Frank.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They back there, Keem and Frank.
And what made you want to go this route?
Well, I've been working with Bluff City since I was young.
Okay.
Since I was like 15, 16 years old. We all met. We all used to make records together. Like some of my biggest records when I was young, like 5 Steps, 1994, a bunch of different songs we did together. They blew up, and we just stayed around each other. We became like best friends. Like we all like brothers or cousins or some shit. We like a big family.
Yeah.
FYB just a big old family.
Okay.
And once I got in position to be like the CEO of the label, like turn this thing into real business, everybody just believed in my vision to take everybody's dreams to the next level. So, you know, everybody ended up signing to FYB. And we just decided to take things super serious. Bluff City performed with me on the 2018 Soul Train Awards. When I did that, we killed that. They done did a lot of performances with me. I think they did another BT performance with me. I can't remember, but we put out a record in 2020 called Tonight Is Us that did real good for us. And this year we dropped a project called Soft Girl Therapy. It's like their first album official.
Nice.
Super, super dope. It features Gloss Up. You know, Gloss Up, that's my partner. Big shout out to Gloss. She real.
Love her.
Yeah, she real for jumping on that. Because Bluff City, it originates from Memphis.
Nice.
So we wanted to get, you know, somebody from Memphis on there to just like push that. But, you know, they really created their sound and really got it like from the A. Like that's what we've been like kind of working so hard at. But of course, they roots and stuff go back to where they from.
Yeah.
And we just been working. We got a song on there called Crash Out that's like, it's hitting all the playlists right now.
Okay.
We just shot a video for Lonely. Hopefully y'all will be seeing that up in New York, Times Square, somewhere big soon. Yeah. They dropped a video with Gloss called Heavy. And we just been working.
Yeah.
We've been working.
This leadership role that you're taking on, not only in music, but just in your personal life, of course, this is what's going to, you know, not only elevate yourself, but everybody around you.
Exactly.
When one person starts getting blessed, that means God is right around the corner for everybody.
Facts.
Right?
Start with the head.
Yeah. That's beautiful to see. And just, you know, the way that you're moving straight to the championship.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So what are some things that you're looking forward to in your downtime and balancing all of this, like you said, you're working on?
Well, downtime, now I know after the album drop, now it's like I don't have as many shows lined up, you know, because I've been like, you know, getting my new show together, trying to get everything like how I really want it. And
video shot already, because I've seen snippets.
Oh, man, I'm so loaded. Like, the clip is loaded. It's overly loaded. Big shout out to my brother Jacob Lattimore too. He's in a video I got caught When I'm Around Her. We're doing an acting thing. This whole baby making thing, I formed it into like, it's like a whole, like every video connects.
Nice.
This is what I used to do when I was young, when I was coming out into the game, and it's something that my fans really miss and that I miss too creatively. We just getting back to the art, me and B Pace.
Yeah.
And it's super, super dope. It's so dope that I'm even thinking about making this like a series. Because it's so, so dope. And I'm that creative. Like, my mind really worked like that. Every video you ever seen of mine, I directed.
Yeah.
You know, so, of course, with B-Pace, that's my brother. I can't leave B-Pace out. We've been doing this shit since high school. I love B-Pace. We do this together.
Yeah.
And, but I'm just so hands-on. And it's just so much coming that I'm just so excited for. But like I said, big shout out to Jacob. He's in the When I'm Around Her video. I shot a video for Sex Like This, that's out right now.
Okay.
The Sex Like This video is out right now. Middle of the Night is the next video.
That's
it's
what
gonna
we're
connect
waiting
from
on.
Sex Like This, and you'll see Tyler Watts, my young artist, 17-year-old artist that I was telling you about. He's actually acting in this in the Middle of the Night video. He's playing a role of my little brother.
Okay.
So you'll see him in the Middle of the Night video, and we're getting ready to drop his stuff. I'm super excited for that. He got a song called Peephole and Prettiest Girl that we getting ready to drop. So y'all will be seeing that. I might drop it around the same time this video dropped just to coincide with everything because the attention will be on them.
Yeah.
And I just got so much loaded up. Me and Dave Loaf, we looking to drop Fuck a Friend Zone 2 real soon. We just trying to figure that stuff out. Mood 2.
We need that.
Yeah, I already know the streets need that. Mood 2 is on the way 2025. And it's just a lot in store. I'm getting ready to travel to Australia the whole January. So all my fans that's over there in Australia, y'all get ready for that. The whole January, I'll be coming over there, shutting it down. More Christmas music that's coming that I plan to add to my Christmas album. Bluff City gonna be on there. Tyler White's gonna be on there.
Okay.
My documentary, Call Me Quee, that's the name of it.
Call Me Quee.
Yeah, it's just like, you ain't gotta call me Jacquees, just call me Quee. You know, it's making everybody feel like we family.
Yeah.
It's like, call me Quee. I've been in this for a long time. Boom, call me Quee. That's the name of the documentary. So I plan to do a premiere for that in Atlanta around Thanksgiving or something. In between there, I'm thinking out loud, putting it together. But if y'all see this out, then that's why I told y'all first. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm planning and thinking, but we rolling, you know, the clock on. And like I said, I'm trying to win the championship. So we can't let the shot clock run out.
Absolutely. You are on your way to the championship. And I'm happy that I was here to be in support of all of that.
For sure.
Yeah, call me Quee. I can't wait. We already feel like family because of the way that you've been moving. Super excited for you and to the top.
For sure.
Absolutely. It's Unpacked That with Miabelle. Thank you.
Yeah,
Did it feel like a therapy session?
That felt good. It was cool.
Are you in therapy, by the way?
I am sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was full-time, but me and my girl, we had started doing it, and then we stopped. I think we stopped because we had got good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we still sit down and talk. Like, I feel like it's good for couples to do therapy because it's like, it's just a way to talk.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a talker. So it's like, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Third person there.
Of course.
You know?
And even individually, too, just to get to know yourself better.
Facts. I did that, too. I had a guy named Mr. Lester. It was actually an AA class, Alcohol Anonymous class, that I took probably like a year and a half ago. And Mr. Lester passed away, but he was a guy that he was coming to my house. I think we did like 3-4 days a week. He was coming to my house. We would do the work, but I just fell in love with Mr. Lester. Like, he was an old guy. Like, I used to pull up my Lambo to his crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he stayed in the hood, too, because I'm like, man, Mr. Lester, because every time he would come, my mama them, my auntie them, they would make a big old meal for him every time he came and stuff. Like, you know, we just them type of people, like real Southern hospitality. You dig what I'm saying? My auntie Lane, my mama them, we just gonna make you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was pouring so much into me because he was like a guy that was strung out on crack but had lost everything he had, got it all back when he got off it. You know what I'm saying? So I like listening to people like that. Like, I like listening to people that's been through something and bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really the guy to listen to someone who's not been through nothing.
Right.
Salute to those people, but I'm not really the guy to listen to that. I like listening to people that's really been through something.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward. You dig what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy. So Mr. Lester, he was pouring so much into me, and then he passed away. You know what I'm saying? COVID and stuff, and I had to find out through Facebook. But I still remember everything he taught me. You know what I mean? And I think about all that stuff every day. So it's just so much that I carry with everything that, you know, that people along the way has taught me. You know what I mean?
Do you have a wedding date yet?
Yeah, we're gonna get married next year, but
next year?
We don't know the date yet. We wanna do somewhere like on an island or something.
Yeah.
But we don't wanna go too far because we want people to be able to come.
Yeah.
So we planning that right now.
Okay,
we trying to figure out our colors and everything. She been sending me little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, get my mind right.
Collaborative effort.
Yeah. We gonna do it big, though. We gonna do it big. I always said if I get married, I'm doing it big, so.
Of course, you have to.
Yeah.
I had to ask about that because, you know, we're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to put the ring on. You feel me? See what it look like over there.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see more. And I know you have more projects on the way, so you will definitely be back.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
Salute to you.
And I'm bringing the boys back. I'm bringing the whole label back.
Oh, yeah, we doing it right.
For sure.
It's Unpacked That with Miabelle.
Sure.
Peace.